conception of waste by Faith Ng. No one wants to hear people talk rubbish, let alone pay to go on a tour about rubbish. But give Peter Lee a listen and see how a man lived by sifting through his memories and regrets. We have waste.
Go, Peter.
Boy.
Go, mother.
Oh, you take already? Hey, good morning! Hey, good morning! Welcome to the land trail of the PEEL experience, or what is known as Program for Environmental Experiential Learning. My name is Peter Lee, and I'll be your guide for today's program. Do you all know what happens to your waste? All your dirty bottles and tissue papers when you throw them down the rubbish chute? No! Never mind, we will soon find out! We'll be visiting 3 sites today to learn more about the management of waste collection and disposal in Singapore. So boring, huh? They tell you to memorize all these things, and after a while, you're like a tape recorder like that. Just press play. I'm always surprised that people like you actually show up for tours like this. I mean, why would anyone want to spend $180 per person to find out how Singapore gets rid of our rubbish? Why would NEA even think about bringing people to our backyards to see our incineration plants and landfills? But we are well known for being squeaky clean. You sweep all of that underneath the carpet. Good. And then we get rid of the carpet as well. Where is the filth? Where are the poor people on the streets? We do it so well that countries all over the world send their delegates here just to learn our trade secrets. Let's try that again, okay? Hey, good morning! My name is Peter Lee, and I give tours about rubbish. But the biggest rubbish of all is really my life. Let me give you a little tour, and you'll see what I mean. This is my wife.
Ex-wife.
I haven't signed yet lah. And this is my mother.
Dead mother.
Yeah, thank you for reminding.
我死了？啊，为什么我讲的话需要翻译的？又来了嘞！
哎呀，这样人家才会明白你嘛。
你也有？
对啊。
哎呦，真好笑哦！哈哈。
My mother passed away 15 years ago. Her body was breaking down. She had so many problems that we didn't know which one killed her.
And still, you refuse to let her go. The same way.
I refuse to let you go.
What do you want?
Why do you hate me so much? Look, I have a serious problem to fix. Have you ever had that nagging feeling at the back of your head? Like there's something you forgot to bring, or something you forgot to do, but you just don't know what.
Unfinished business.
And you have these voices nagging at you,
Telling you nicely.
poking you, to figure out what exactly you forgot. Well, I woke up this morning.
Evening. You spend all night drinking and you woke up in the evening. 你又喝酒了啊你？你要死啊！
哎呀，死了就可以陪你嘛。Oh yeah, so I woke up this morning and there they were, these nagging voices. My wife and my mother, and they are
Not real. 我是真的，我是鬼来的。
Don't listen to her. She's a bit deluded. We're just
Parts of my brain.
He's really just talking to himself.
And they follow me to work today.
He dragged us along.
I just need to figure
What your
out.
unfinished business is.
And they'll disappear.
Poof.
And I'll be alone again. You know, I wasn't always a tour guide. I used to be a CEO. I worked for a big Indonesian firm and I'll sell shipments of glass to HDB. I was like my father. He loved to talk. My mother would used to say,
你爸爸的口舌厉害到啊，他一句话可以令树上的小鸟飞到他的手里。
that's also how I managed to get my wife. She was 16. She was sitting on the bench studying. I was 21. I just ended work and so happened to see her and I thought to myself, wow, this girl very pretty eh. Ahem. When shall we three meet again?
Huh?
In thunder, lightning, or in rain. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air. Last time I also studied Macbeth in school.
How come you can remember all the lines?
Don't know eh. I just can remember.
Wow.
She was very young, so very easy to impress. But you know, I always felt that the moral of the story is this. Don't listen to your wife! Hey, if Macbeth didn't listen to Lady Macbeth and killed the king, then Lady Macbeth wouldn't have gone crazy and Macbeth wouldn't have died in the end, right? She like this very innocent, right? But when we got married, ho ho!
Where do you go? 你为什么那么晚才回来
again?
你喝了多少？喂，你别哑巴了！喂，answer me！
When shall we three meet again?
Stop it！
In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
一个好的妻子能使她的丈夫早回家。我在这。当初要是你听我的话，娶别人当老婆，
I was out with my clients.
你有在听我的话吗？
You know what this business is like. If you don't drink with them, then they don't want to do business with you anymore.
I never say don't do it, but every single night, sometimes I think
I'm not drunk lah. Why you women always so drama?
you smell beer and cigarettes. Your mother,
Just let
she
her-
keeps on going. 在这。Tonight, she refused to bathe. I tried cleaning her up, and she started calling me all kinds of names.
Then you just tolerate.
Why must I always be the one to tolerate? I have to work all day and look after your mother at night. I'm like your slave like that. While you go out there and party with your business
Hey!
friends.
I'm working.
For all I know, you have other women outside.
Oh, not again.
Yes, again, again and again and again.
I would never ever.
Lydia's husband told me that let the other girl sit on your lap.
Hey, please lah. Lydia's husband went home with one of them, okay? I just never tell her only.
Do you touch the girls?
No, but sometimes.
How can I trust you? Why don't you want to come home?
Sometimes after a long day at work, you just want to unwind.
You're sick and tired of me. You're sick and tired of your mother. You want to run away. You're not sorry. But this is your house. This is your mother. Your responsibility. Why do I have to take care of your shit? 在这。
我知道了。
你为什么要对我这样说话？
It did cross my mind before. And I'm not proud of it. I thought to myself, Ma, why don't you just die? After all, you're so old already. Then you wouldn't have to suffer so much. me and Rose, we wouldn't have so many problems anymore.
你在讲什么？我听不明白。
妈，
Say it.
我
You can't even say it to her. 没关系，我的儿子。
As they say, be careful what you wish for, lor.
Do you know what happens to your waste when you throw them into the rubbish chute? Most people think that they just magically disappear. Well, they don't. They go into this big rubbish bin at the bottom of a HDB block. And then your friendly Bangladeshi worker will come and do your dirty laundry for you while you're on your way to work. They'll retrieve the rubbish bins one by one and throw them into big trucks. These trucks then travel all the way to the incineration plant. We have 4 at the moment, at Tuas, Senoko, Tuas South, and Keppel Stages, situated far away from any houses or offices, so that no one will be affected. Your rubbish gets broken down, the scrap metal is picked up and sent for recycling, and the rest is burnt into ash and slag, which we pour into the Pulau Semakau landfill. It's funny, because the water there is the only place where you're allowed to scatter the ashes of your loved ones. The whole incineration process actually produces energy. We use only 30% of it to keep the plant running, and we sell the rest of the 70% to other people.
That's right. Our government is so efficient that even our waste doesn't go to waste. We are a small country. We find the best ways to maximize our outputs and minimize our losses. And above all, save space. Before Ma passed away, she said that no matter what, we must never cremate her. She was afraid of fire. When she was younger, her whole kampong was burned to the ground. Sometimes she'll wake up in the middle of the night to make herself a hot cup of kopi in the kitchen. I would see her stirring a cup while on my way to the toilet, and I would know that she dreamt of the fire. So, we buried her into the ground. I didn't have the heart to tell Ma that 15 years later, we would have to dig her up and cremate her anyway, to make space for somebody else. But that's how it's like in Singapore. We're a small country. What to do, right? You know, the new HDB blocks are different from your old HDB blocks. They have tunnels that link up to a large magnetic compactor. So when you drop your rubbish down the rubbish chute, it gets pulled straight away into the compactor, like a giant vacuum cleaner. We no longer need the Bangladeshi workers to go to the rubbish bins one by one to pick up your trash. It's more hygienic, uses less manpower, and reduces pests. But if you happen to fight with your wife in the middle of the night, and you happen to throw your ring into the dustbin in your drunken haze, and the next morning, Murray cleans the house while you sleep and drops the rubbish down the rubbish chute, ho ho! You have no chance of ever retrieving the ring back.
That's not why we're divorcing.
That's not.
No.
Then why?
It's because...
Yeah. I know. Were you ever happy with me?
Yes. There was one thing you did that made me feel loved. Whenever we fought, no matter how badly, even if we went to bed without speaking to each other, you would still make it a point to drive me to work the next day.
We wouldn't even say a single word to each other in the car. Just Cold War for days and days.
And after work, you'd be waiting for me in the car park, ready to bring me home.
Do you still remember our first date? Hey, I think my mother also in the cinema.
Huh? You serious ah?
No lah, just joking only lah. I live near here mah, so sometimes my family will come.
Oh.
Right? You excited to see my mother, is it? We're not even together yet leh.
Oi, you also 16 hor?
Okay. You never bring scarf ah?
I'm not cold, don't worry.
No lah. I scared later the movie too scary. Then you need something to hide your face in mah. If you want, you can just squeeze my hand.
I'm not scared so easily. Stop it, Peter. It's not funny.
I'm not. Ma,
哎呦，你为什么也会在这里？
我跟我朋友来看戏。
嗨，阿基。
That was the worst first date ever.
Then why do you marry me?
I was stupid. You asked me.
Hey, if I marry you, do you think you can dance stay with my mother? If you cannot, then I cannot marry you anymore.
I said, what to do? Okay lor.
The funny thing about life is, everything is so connected. And it's only when you grow older that you start to see where the threads meet or snap. You can point to a specific point and say, this is the moment where I screwed up. Big time. You know, in the 1970s, the color of the Singapore River was like the color of your hair. Black like anything. 1 kilometer before you saw the Singapore River, you'll be able to smell it. The perfume of Singapore. 超个别戏啊! Lee Kuan Yew and his cabinet ministers were so embarrassed by the smell. What would a tourist think of us? He said, I want to see fishes swimming in the water. Because before, if you put the fishes into the river, the fish will peng san. So the government rushed to clean it. A lot of people don't seem to realize why it took 10 years to clean the Singapore River when it's only 3 kilometers long. A lot of people also don't realize if you throw a cigarette butt in Ang Mo Kio, it will go back to the Singapore River eventually because they are all connected. So if you wanted to clean the river, you had to clean everything else. Kallang River, Geylang River, Stamford Canal, Rochor Canal. And back in those days, we had no toilet bowls. Everybody was using the night soil carrier. We will all have a bucket that we shit into, and somebody will collect all of these buckets and send them to the farmers for them to use on their farms. And of course, it will all go back to the Singapore River eventually. So they had to build sewage pipes, hawker centers, HDB flats. And in order not to remember the smell, they changed some of the road names. Lavender Street wasn't Lavender Street. Hey, do you really think we used to grow lavender there? By 1987, it was completed. We put fishes into the river and they could swim. Lee Kuan Yew was very happy. Some ministers even started swimming. The people around them started pointing. Look! Look at them swimming. They clapped and they cheered and they jumped into the water. The cold, clean, crystal clear water.
Peter! Peter! Are you drunk again?
Aiyo. Aiyo.
Yeah, what is it?
Can't you smell it?
What? How come they see?
I told you not to let her eat already.
Then you want to let her starve? Ah?
She just ate an hour ago.
Yeah, but she's still hungry what?
She's always hungry.
She's so old already. You just let her eat whatever she wants lah.
Yeah, you let her, and you see what happens? She louds out for herself. I already told you old people cannot
Okay. I'll get Marie to change her diaper.
It's Sunday.
So?
It's Marie's off day.
Oh. Then we wait for Marie to come back lor.
Your poor mother wear a dirty diaper all day.
Then you do it.
You very good at making people do things, hor? I told you
I
not to ask.
cannot do it. I'm a man. I'll see your private part.
You're not a kid anymore. There's nothing.
No.
Fine, I'll do it. I always end up clearing your mess anyway.
Then don't do it.
And just let her sit there and let the whole house stink?
Yeah.
So childish.
I'm not.
Are you listening to yourself? Where are you going?
Out.
Are you going drinking again?
I just need a breath of fresh air.
You think you're the only one who needs a break, is it?
Then you go lor.
Is that what you want?
Yeah. Go. Go and don't come back. You nag until my ears also can bleed. At least I'll have some peace and quiet for once.
Why dare to say such hurtful things? Why are you always so angry with me?
You're not any better.
I'm your wife, not your enemy. Why are you waging this war against me? So what if you win? All I wanted was some help.
Yeah? That's why I hired Marie what?
From you! She only wants you. She doesn't like anybody else. She makes life difficult for everyone. She talks about you all the time, but she hardly ever gets to see you. She needs so much time and attention and energy. Time that could have gone to us. And maybe we could have had a baby. But I tell myself that it's okay. No matter what, she's still your mother. She's still family. And so, I do it for you. Is it so wrong to ask for a bit of support from you? If I leave, I won't come back. Is that what you really want?
Wait. I didn't mean to. Look, I've just been very stressed these few days now. So
What?
I'm...
Just say it. Please.
I can't.
我在这，
我知道。
我饿死了。
来，我先帮你洗澡，然后带你出去吃饭。
You know, I wasn't always a tour guide. I used to be a CEO. I worked for a big Indonesian firm owned by a very rich Chinese Indonesian man who was one of Forbes 100 most powerful people in the world. I had to share an office with him, and he was a very strange old man. We had to work in absolute silence, and whenever the phone rang, he would make me pick it up and talk to the person, even if it was his wife or son. But the one thing I really couldn't tahan was he would eat the same food for a week. So if he ate chicken rice on Monday, he would eat it all the way until Sunday. And because he didn't like to eat alone, he didn't like to do anything alone, I had to accompany him. So I would also have to eat the damn chicken rice every day. If I didn't eat with him, or made up some excuse, he would make my life hell. But I held on to the job. And maybe because I saw him as a father figure, I held on to him too. My own father had died of a heart attack just before I was about to get married. My mother was convinced that this was a sign that I should not marry Rose. But I went ahead anyway. day, my boss and I were supposed to take a plane to Indonesia to meet a client. But he had a toothache, so he had to go to see the dentist. But nobody told me, and I thought he was in first class. So I happily took the plane there on my own. And when I reached, he called me, and he was screaming on the phone.
When I came back to Singapore, he said in front of everybody, "You better say sorry." But he forgot that he told me once, many years ago before he let his guts slip. Sorry means you admit that you made a mistake. They can use that against you in court. Sorry will cost you your job. And I've seen it before. Colleagues saying sorry just because they were trying to be nice and getting fired in the end. So I refuse to say sorry. And because I know he will find a way to get rid of me anyway, I quit. And I retired early. But I always think back to those moments when I should have said what I always wanted to say.
You know why we're here now?
I think so.
What do you want?
I just want to talk to you again. Before I sign the papers.
I won't let you talk to me.
I'll find a way.
What will you say?
Simple things. Honest things.
Like what?
I'm sorry. I tried to sweep everything underneath the carpet. I could have done better. I miss you.
Yeah, so childish. I hope the real world gives you another chance.
Ma,
妈，
你知道我们现在在哪里吗？
哪里？
不知道什么高，
哈？什么高？
那是垃圾焚化后运去的地方。
我怕被火烧。
哎呀，那里到处都是水，水四面环绕，水不是克火的吗？河海相融，就像大网一样保护我。
那答应我，你不会再喝了，好吗？
每天一杯可以吗？我也是人嘛。
好啦好啦。海浪好漂亮啊！我也好想去游一游。
啊，
什么？
对不起。
小孩子